So I'm happy and not happy about stuff I have to send out today. Glad that they went. One of them being an item that we posted on Mercari. These glasses. They are amber and textured. They look like they are filled with rocks or whatever. I can't remember the actual listing of it, but you know. So we got 7 of these. And I've actually had them a while. It was one of those things when we were testing out glassware. And I don't necessarily like to do it unless now if they have something like, say, Porky Pig on it, then I'll do it. Like promotional items from the 80s or like these really cool Fred Flintstone 1960s jelly jars back when they used to put, like you'd get Welch's jelly in these glass jars with designs on them. I don't even know if you can see it, but trust me, it's got a Flintstone scene on it. I got like 3 of those. Or like these. You'd finish the jelly, wash it out, and then use it as a glass. Those, yes, I'll do some of those, and not a lot of those come in pairs. But with 7 of these, I don't want to pack this, but I have to because we sold it. So I'm going to send those out today. And then another item that is really cool that we sold, but also not looking forward to packing it, is hidden somewhere in this room. If you can find it. Oh, there it is. Is this Darth Vader bank. Now, it was listed as not working. I tested it out. It does not work. It's supposed to like say stuff. There's a button there right where it says Star Wars. Or when you put a coin in, it's supposed to make a noise. So Darth Vader here is supposed to also, I think his arms move. He's supposed to have a lightsaber, but I also said that's gone. But someone bought it right away. Posted it like not even a week ago. But it's really big. Bottom is huge. And it's from, when's it from? It's from the 90s, 1996. So gonna send that out, but also not looking forward to packing this up, wrapping it, protecting it, all that. So those are the 2 items where I'm happy I sold them, but dreading packing them. Then also sold some Goosebumps books. I believe the one we sold was, oh yeah, One Day at Horrorland. So yeah, these went, Goosebumps started doing really well, and then all of a sudden they kind of dropped off for a bit, and now they're picking up again. So there's that, and what other things do we have? Goosebumps, Vader. Oh yeah. At first we were kind of, I mean it's neat because it's Rick and Morty, it's a puzzle, but it's not that old. It's from, when? 2015. Rick and Morty isn't that old, so it wasn't, you know, it's not necessarily a vintage item, but it's a pop culture item. Then I discovered that this is a Loot Crate puzzle. So this Rick and Morty puzzle actually was like a limited edition that was part of a Loot Crate box. So that sold today too. Someone bought that. I actually had a couple of inquiries about that. And people, one of those things where people would message me on Facebook and ask me if I ship it. And I'm like, yes, I do. And then I'd never hear from them again. That's not that uncommon, actually. On Mercari, these are starting to pick up. I started to get these vintage pictures and stuff. And I have like this one right here. We've already sold one like this. These are from like the 60s and 70s. And I got another one. And we got one that's a thin one, so you can fit it in the fridge. But these old retro Tupperware things are starting to sell. Maybe because summer's happening now? I don't know. But, I mean, I think they're neat. That's why I got them. So those are the things that I remember that we're sending out today. I know there are more, but that's just what I have off the top of my head. So, gonna do that. And, gonna ship them. All right, here we go. right after I got done talking about these Flintstone jelly jar glasses, we just sold them. So, I don't know. It is weird though. That's a couple of times it's happened now where I'm talking about something, and so now I'm going to talk about. Let's see what else here.
Yeah, what do we really want to get? Oh, those candles.
Oh, these candles.
Yes.
So these candles right here are really neat. And what did you find out about them?
They're not a pair.
They're not a pair, but they look like they are. But they came together.
Yeah, they're a series.
They're a series. I'm just repeating things she's saying to me. That's kind of
I
fun.
don't know. I have to look them up again.
But I think they're really neat. And they're just figures and people going to the beach.
The info on them is on our eBay site.
Yeah, it's there. So now that we just spoke about those, I like how I just turned them around and now we're just looking at their behinds. Now that I spoke about those,
They're gonna sell.
Yeah. Again, I'm saying everything Mary Joy's saying a second after she says it. That's another spooky thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. See, I had to do it one more time just to prove it. So we just a little update. So as I've said in my comic, and I think sometimes on these videos, one of the things that delayed us in getting into our train car and made us have to try to find other ways to really make the business go forward if we didn't have a physical space. So it was a good and a bad thing. Still annoying. We were in there up until July of last year, and then a restaurant that's being built next door from a couple that is opening one here from New York. They were digging a basement. They decided to put a basement in. They're redoing this entire building that's right next to where we are. And it's delayed us because they dug right underneath the train. If you look at some of my old videos about the train car, you'll see that happened. And then since that period of time up until just recently, it has been hovering over a hole while they dig and build a 4-season dining area and all this kind of stuff. That's fine. I don't care. I do. I wish we could get in there, but this couple has really just they have been digging and all that kind of stuff. They're still working on it. Now I went there the other day and it looks like they're building a wall and another building right next to the side of our train, so our windows are going to be all blocked and we're going to be looking right at a wall. Not entirely sure what's going on there. It's all been very confusing. But they have more money than we do, so what am I going to do about it? And we were there first. Yeah, that's petty. My mom said I could be there. No, but that's perfectly fine. And so they've been doing a lot of stuff. Now, a while back, we had been emailed by the landlord because they said, do we want to get in on this plan for the building to have internet installed? And I said, how much is it? Me being an actual person that's going to be using the internet, it's going to be pretty much most of what I do. I wanted to know if we had a dedicated line, if it was going to be shared, what the security is, if we were going to have our own IP address, that sort of stuff. How it was going to be split off, was it going to become... I had actual questions. And they said, let me get back to you. And then we didn't hear anything. And then another thing, too, is that they were putting a sign out front. And originally, this part turned out to be good because originally, with the old name that we had for what we were doing, we asked if that could be on there. And now, with the new one, it's like, well, we're just going to put Tom Ray on there. Or do we want it at all? Because we don't know if we're going to open to the public or if it might just be something where I just consult with people that I meet or search out or bands that I talk to, that sort of thing. So we don't know if we even want it to be on there now. Anyway, that being said, this was the stuff we asked a couple months ago. Just got an email today, and we're still trying to kind of figure out what it means. So the landlord's assistant emailed, and after deciphering it, I realized that she's answering the couple of questions that we had kind of in the same sentence. It just says basically they are looking into the signage. We wanted our name up front. But then they said they have paid, and then the name of a local internet company here for setup charges, which I don't know if that means they're paying for it or if like going forward, we have to use this, but I didn't get any of my technical questions answered. If that's true, can I still install my own system or my own provider if I want to? Because that was the other thing, is the price for this internet we were going to get was a lot. It was way too much. So, and then with what I was hearing that they were going to give us for actual internet bandwidth, didn't really seem all that impressive, especially for what they were paying. Anyway, so they said so those things are getting into place, but then they said the restaurant owners have taken the lead on the signage, and then gave us the email and said we should contact them. So now we're wondering, like, are they making the decisions? Are we going to be talking to? It's just all been very confusing. We run into the landlord occasionally. Very nice guy. I like him, but he doesn't always have answers for us. We're still in the place, so it's not not upset. It's just one of those things like, is everything cool? Am I just wondering too much? Like, I know we still have our space, but every day we go there and things change. But if I'm only going to be doing my own thing in there, do I care? It's just mainly the internet question for me personally. Is really what I'm wondering about. I'm kind of thinking out loud here, but it was just an interest. This is the kind of stuff in running a place that I just wanted to show. Like, I don't know. I've never done this before, so I'm curious to see if anybody has any insight on what all this means. Should one of the businesses be in charge of like the signage and have the ability to shut down so many things that have already been there? I don't know. I don't have those answers. I'm just really curious. But I just wanted to, it's just something like we're trying to go like, do we just respond okay? Or do I say, well, of course I'm going to say these are the actual questions I had, and does this mean? I don't know. But do we respond to the restaurant owners now? Because that was the email we were given saying that they've taken over the lead mostly. It's bright out. And we actually can get in the train car. Still no electricity yet, though. And still waiting to have a bathroom installed. And again, all those things, even electricity would be fine, because then I could do some stuff out there.